Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Andertons TV with myself, the captain, and the beautiful Danish Pete.
Hello.
Today is an eclectic mix of pedals from different brands. No sense that there's a sort of a vibe going on here. It's just half a dozen pedals that have come through recently.
Cabinet.
Yes.
Hand in. Grab.
So we've got some signature pedals, we've got something for Joe Bonamassa, we've got something for Andy, we've even got something for George Benson. No, we haven't really. And then we've got we've got a new brand, the Pogo Pedals Zen Ray. We've got a cool new thing from the guys at Audio Kitchen. Brian Wampler has a couple of pedals in here as well. But hey, in no particular order, we're going to just whiz through these. If you like the sound of something, there'll be links below in the description, so you go read a bit more about it on the Andertons website, maybe deep dive, check out some other videos on them if you like. And if you don't like the sound of it, then hopefully we've just saved you, sort of 15, 20 minutes of your life where you don't need to go investigate anymore.
Exactly.
What are you playing today, Mr. Pete?
I'm playing this Heritage H150 Custom.
Very nice.
Cool. Oh, it's beautiful.
Very nice. So yeah, we're using the Fender Engine Room power supply because it's got lots of cool outputs and it's great for the video room here. And we're using the Gig Rig Quartermaster to switch between, plugged into Pete's trusty old DP40 valve amplifier, which clean sounds like this.
On the neck pickup, and if you don't mind, please like and subscribe. Like the video.
If Joe Bonamassa was here right now, you know what he'd say?
He'd say?
He'd say, please like and subscribe this video channel and buy my Penny Saver Royale pedal. That's what he would say.
He would absolutely say that.
Let's go. So, Penny Saver Royale is a George Tripp's invention for Joe Bonamassa. Basically, it takes the Overrated Special drive pedal and the Blue Hippo chorus pedal, combines them into one pedal that you can either use or that you can basically use independently as well. So it's two pedals in one. And it sounds like this.
To go in, I mean, have you seen his rig recently when he's got like dumbbells and silver jubilees and all sorts of, and it's all just running maximum.
Yes, so
it's a pushing thing, isn't it?
It's a pushing thing into a straight clean amplifier. You'll notice that what we've really had to do to get this pedal to give us that sense of like excitement is just max everything out on 10, or volume and drives on 10. So we'll have a little bit of a play around with this and dial it back, and you can kind of get an idea of the breadth of tones. So the drive side has volume, drive, frequency and tone, and the chorus side has speed and depth. So this is just the drive side now. Here we go with a low.
I'm on the neck pickup, that's a good sound. That. It's kind of it's understated,
bluesy. Very
but
bluesy, isn't
underrated.
It? Underrated. Yeah, I kind of feel like this needs to be going into an amplifier that's already on the edge of breaking up already.
Hang on, let me quickly do this.
Oh, what's he doing?
I'm just going to master down volume up a little bit, see what happens.
Okay, right,
so here we go. It's without first.
Okay.
It's slightly driven there, and then.
There's nothing wrong with that
Nope,
sound.
not at all.
Let's just go back to completely clean though, because that's how we
go back
normally
here,
use
up
it.
here. Yeah.
And I will just swiddle around with the frequency control here. That's a mid-range.
Just turn that up a bit more and then the volume down a bit, so you get sort of if you... That's nice.
Very
That's
pokey in the mid-range.
Nice. I
Let's
like
hear
it.
the
I like
chorus
it.
on its own.
Take my outside of Paris City. I love that Blue Hippo pedal. It's a great
Blue Hippo's very, very
chorus
good.
pedal.
And just lastly, before we move on, here is both together. I'll just maybe dial up the speed a little bit, dial the depth down.
Save those pennies, man.
A little bit Leslie
Yeah.
sound. Happy?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
So that's the Penny Saver Royale Way Huge. These are £299 and you can go see Joe Bonamassa playing one of these things himself if you head on over to the official Way Huge video. But there you go. That's
The
cool.
Flying V.
Benson, makers of beautiful amps and fine kind of germanium fuzz pedals.
And-
these are the guys that...
They work with that.
Oh,
they-
that was
yeah,
the
yeah,
collaboration
yeah.
with Chase Bliss, wasn't
yeah.
it, on the Automaton? Now,
Yeah.
if you read old copies of Guitarist magazine and you happen to have read something with Eric Johnson, you'll know that he is a tone freak. And he hears all sorts of weird things to do with, you know, fuses and mains plugs and all kinds of weird stuff.
Oh,
And
yeah,
one
yeah.
of the stories I read about Eric Johnson once was that he would take the backs off of his fuzz pedals because it sounded different.
Yeah.
Now, of course, there is some method in his madness, and that's that the germanium transistors do perform differently depending on how hot they get. Now,
Like you and me, Lee.
Yes, exactly. Now, Benson say that what they've done in this particular fuzz pedal, amongst other things, is create a germanium circuit that controls its own temperature. Now, I don't know how there's no refrigeration circuit or anything in here, so I'm not entirely sure what that is. But the idea is when the light is green, I believe it's ready to go, and when it's orange, it's kind of warming up, or it's not the optimal temperature.
It's like a lizard.
It's like a lizard.
Can it keep its own temperature going? It's like, what does it call it?
Possibly.
A hot-blooded
Like
animal?
cold-blooded, I'm not sure.
One of the two.
There are other
My
things in here.
6-year-old daughter will know.
Yeah, there are other things in the manual here that talk about the buffer that's in here. So I'll be honest with you, I kind of feel like we might need to revisit this Benson in conjunction with perhaps a bigger pedal board rather than
Yeah,
in
I think so,
isolation
yeah.
of its own.
Oh, there we go, it's green
See,
now.
look,
Come on, play it.
Play it. So here we go.
It's a good one. Oh, here we go. Oh, maybe take the volume down a bit.
I like it. This is where we need someone with more expert pedal knowledge than me, but I know enough to know that, that obviously, a guitar plugged into something has a certain impedance.
Yeah.
And it's that impedance that changes when you use other pedals and buffers and things like that. And it's that sense when you hear about people saying, oh, my fuzz pedal only works if I use it here or without this pedal or with this pedal or without this buffer or whatever. It's all to do with that sort of dark magic mystery around impedance. And so I gather the idea with this pedal is you've got sort of like a variable control, which hopefully will mean that you can sort of get the tones that you want out of other pedals using this control here. It's obviously a fuzz pedal, a standalone fuzz pedal as well. Let's just turn the gain up and see what it sounds like.
I'm enjoying that. What was the other one we did? The Benson, the same size we did it, and we had it in a chain as well, and I really liked it.
It's just another fuzz pedal. It's a preamp fuzz pedal.
Oh, the preamp, Benson preamp. Oh man, it was good as well, I remember.
I can't remember if this comes in a couple of different colours, but hey, head on down into the links below to find out more about that.
That's very nice and inspiring.
Another one, Pogo Pedals. This one has been on my board for about 2 or 3 months, maybe longer. I like this because what it gives me is
hope.
Something that borders on that slightly fuzzier tone, but not what I would call like a full fuzz. I'm wondering, actually, having just done the Rat video that we've done, if it isn't that sort of little bit of blend and overdrive and fuzz together.
True.
But you can switch in a germanium transistor if you want to, and you've got this kind of mid-saturation control, which is kind of cool.
This is my first time playing this pedal, but it's my first time playing any of these pedals, apart from the fake plastic to it.
Right,
Oh, right, okay. Oh, there's much more gain in it. That's good.
See, it has that kind of note definition.
Yeah.
So it's kind of clean but dirty at the same time.
Just
I had to play with this pedal for quite a long time to really find out where I liked the settings and how it sat in my board mix the best. But I ended up kind of almost liking it more the more I got into it. So here's like a low gain.
Yeah, I always figured we'd get good tones from that pedal, but I never tried it myself. That's on my neck pickup. I just changed the half a key step up just in case to keep you on your toes. Bridge.
I liked the fact that it had independent bass and treble and not just a tone control, because I was certainly finding some of my pedals, if you had too many of them on, you needed to be able to take some of the bass end out.
Yeah, or put it in.
Or put it in. Here's like a halfway gainy.
Bless you.
That's
I really
good.
like that.
Yeah. So here's like a 3 o'clock kind of gain, and then if I put in the germanium switch, you'll hear it go again gaining.
Oh, it's almost the first type.
I'm trying to remember where I set. So I kind of use it something like this on my board, and I will typically use it either on its own or with another pedal into it for a bit of a boost. Just trying to see what other pedals into it.
You know what? I really like that.
That's kind of typical. I was just trying to find. So I've got the drive side of the Penny Royale kind of into the Pogo, and that's kind of what I'll do. So. Yes, and I think that's probably why I have this set to a slightly lower gain setting on mine rather than. But anyway, I thought it sounded great with some of the higher gain settings.
Because I haven't played it yet, I really like it.
Yeah,
there we go.
I think it's a play on the old Love Pedal Zen Drive vibe with the Zen Ray. And the Zen Ray, yeah. Anywho, so jumping over now. Andy Wood, if you're not familiar with him, is a monstrous guitar player. You can find him on YouTube. He plays on lots of different records.
Oh, he's a Nashville legend.
Yeah, I kind of feel like whenever I see Andy on YouTube, he's either doing something quite country or he's going full bore, like shred.
He's got the chops for anything. He's a super broad player.
Yep.
He plays the mandolin like you wouldn't believe. Like that, I think all that.
His
right hands. It's just. I mean, I'll never go anywhere near his.
This is the first. So this is the first time we've had his pedal here. It's a 2-channel pedal. I've got it wired in so that I go into channel 1 and come out of channel 2. So essentially I can have both together.
Yeah.
On the back here, if you want to, you can actually independently go into channel 1, come out, maybe go into another pedal, whatever, back into channel 2.
It's like a loopy thing.
Yeah, that kind of vibe if you want to.
Yeah.
Most of the controls here are around about, between sort of 12 and 1 o'clock. And as with lots of drive pedals this day, you can decide whether channel 2 is the first one or channel 1 is the first one from a stacking purpose. Let's put channel 1 on and give you an idea of the sound.
What is this based on? I mean, it would be interesting to know, but...
It's got a noise gate in it.
Has it?
Yeah, I don't know if that's... So let's put both channels in and see if... So there you go, you can see...
That's clever because I take it if the gain...
If you want to know what's in it, let me tell you. It's a... Oh, here you go. So, channel 1 is a tweaked version of the Tumnus circuit, one of our favourite Wampler pedals.
Well, there you go.
Channel 2 gives you a modified version of the Pinnacle circuit. Now, we've not played a Pinnacle for a while. I used to do those with, that's back in the old Chappers days. So that's very high, that's like a high gain Pinnacle.
Yeah, I thought we had a Pinnacle
like Marshally.
But somebody's taking it back to the shop, the Pinnacle we had here. Internal joke.
So there we are, Tumnus on the right, Pinnacle on the left.
So that's very.
Okay, let's
see if we can get the classic. I mean, that sounds great, doesn't it?
admit, I'm glad I read that because I love the Tumnus.
Yeah.
It was the winner of our Klon shootout pedal.
It was.
Blindfold shootout thing, which, if you want to, you can click up here and watch. And the Pinnacle, we haven't played for ages, but again, I remember it being a great sounding pedal.
Wow, that's really
Let's
good.
stay on the Pinnacle side of things. There's bucket loads of gain here.
There really is. You know, I think the reason why there's gain in here, I think Andy, you know, like put on the shoe, underneath the shoe, and I think he's a massive Van Halen fan. So, and he does all that stuff. He can shred like.
He's a great player.
So,
and I'll be honest with you.
that sounds great, man.
The Tumnus is one of the best pedals that you can buy if you do just want to stick it into an overdriven circuit already for that kind of a lead solo
Absolutely.
boost. So
You get
really,
it
really good pedal.
Yeah. I mean, as
And I guess the gate, you know, there's a lot of gain in this circuit, so I'm guessing that's why you've got the gate. Anyway, the gearbox, good job.
That's it.
Brian,
Yeah, I like that.
and the
Well
Demon
done. Well
Wampler.
done. Well
Okay,
done.
so we're almost going from one extreme to the other now. So
Yeah.
fake plastic trees. I don't think we deal with a more boutique
that is
company than Audio Kitchen.
Yeah.
Maybe
Sure,
we do,
Stephen.
but you know, if you can imagine, literally the most boutique-y kind of, you know, one guy soldering premium components together.
It's a quite
You know,
lovely guy, beautiful
lovely,
guy,
lovely guy in
Such a
London.
superstar.
And he gets his kids to do the artwork. It's very,
Yeah.
very cool. So the big trees
Yeah.
and the little trees are two Valve products that he has. One is an actual amp and one is a pedal, right?
Yeah,
one is
pedal,
like a preamp pedal, sorry.
Yeah, preamp, yeah.
So the big trees is the little 2-watt.
It's got little tubes in it, you know, with a thing.
Yeah, guitar amp, but in a pedal, and
Yeah.
the little trees is like the preamp version of that.
If you want to see that video we've done of that, please
Oh my
click up in
goodness
the
me,
pop-up
smashing
banner
that out here.
up there.
The fake plastic trees is the solid state element of the preamp pedal.
Yes, it's the overdrive circuit.
Yep.
And the preamp
and has volume, root, branch, and gain.
I'm Groot.
And if Groot was here right now, do you know what he would say? He would just go,
I am Groot.
I am Groot. He couldn't tell you to like and subscribe this channel because he can only say the words I am Groot.
He would just say Groot, 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 Groot. I'm Groot, Groot.
We better listen to this, haven't we, Pete?
Yeah, we do.
So here is a clean tone, just to remind you that there's no magic coming from the amp.
Oh man, that is such a good tone, isn't it? It's just fat. Just take it off.
It's a just make it better pedal, isn't it?
Sounds,
I'll
it sounds
start
good,
to
doesn't
put
it?
the gain in a
Yeah.
little bit. So.
Sorry, John. I mean, it's
good sounding pedal.
It's just
a good
it's
sounding
not,
pedal.
It's not cheap because it's probably the most expensive.
I think it's probably the most expensive one on here. Links
but it is
below.
just like that. But the that with a it's a preamp pedal just into some interface, whatever. It's
this
glorious.
100% you are not going to find in your local guitar store unless your local guitar store is Andertons.
Yeah.
He makes tiny quantities. Anyway,
I mean, that was good.
Great pedal.
Woohoo!
Sorry,
Made you smile,
I'm
man.
repeating on myself there. And finally, as Wampler's second entry of this particular video, the Belle Overdrive. Basically, it's Brian's tweaked version of the Nobels ODR1. Not enough people do a take on that. Yeah, that's that. I have the mini ODR1 on my pedal board. I love that pedal.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember from Brian's video, he messed around with the bass end.
Yeah, there was stuff in there he didn't like, wasn't there? And he thought that
I would say that's my only real criticism of the ODR1 is that it doesn't have an independent treble and bass control. It has like a spectrum control, and it does have a tendency to to have a bit too much bass rather than not enough bass.
Yeah,
but hey,
I'm definitely on that as well.
Let's let people hear it. Here's without again.
Great sound. I like that.
It's one of the smoothest. It's one of the smoothest overdrive pedals you can buy. So I again, typically I find I'll use it as one of my higher gain pedals, but it's just so smooth and warm sounding, and that's not a lot of gain. I mean, I've got the gain at about 1 o'clock, so let's have a little. I'll turn it up a little bit more.
Before you do that, the Nobles is a Nashville secret sprinkle pedal. It's the Nashville players.
It kind of, it used to be more secret than it is now.
Yeah,
isn't it?
now it's not.
And they do a big Nobles ODR1. They do the mini Noble, and they're not expensive.
And they do another one now with a bass roll off on it.
But
a big one, you flip up that thing, and you got a little bass switch. Anyway,
but this is great. So.
What's the side there? There's a little side. There's a switch on the side. It says clipping. That's where you had a nice clipping.
Yeah, I did.
That's clipping in. It's like a little bit more.
I mean, I could listen to you play that all day. It's absolutely great. No, I could. I
How
can
good is
sense,
that pedal?
Yeah, it's great. And the clipping thing was just it was just making the distortion a little bit brighter, a little bit more edgy sounding. There you go. Little rundown.
I mean, that's a good selection of...
There's no sense that we're trying to pick a favourite or anything like that. We're just covering a few of the new arrivals, but hopefully it's something for everybody here.
I think there is. Yes. And on that note...
Yes, on that note,
please like and subscribe.
Yes, I won't interrupt you this time.
You can do that. It's fine. That note, hit the notification bell. Hit the notification. It's close, man. So close. But it's not that bell, is it? But anyway, see you later.
Bye.